Well, how lovely to see you all on this gloriously happy occasion. I formally declare this congregation of the University of Portsmouth open. Please be seated.
Chancellor, distinguished guests, ladies, gentlemen, and of course, graduates. As Vice-Chancellor of the University of Portsmouth, I am honoured to be sharing this important occasion with you, our graduates, and with your partners, parents, families, and friends. It is a great privilege to welcome all of you to Portsmouth, whether you know our great city or are coming here for the first time. On behalf of all the staff at the university and our visitors here today, I would like to congratulate all of our graduates on your well-earned achievement. The fact you're at this ceremony demonstrates your capacity for learning, growing, and giving. I continue to be amazed at your energy for learning beyond the boundaries of your chosen studies, for growing into outstanding professionals with knowledge and integrity, and for giving your time to make a difference to those around you. I'm immensely proud of your achievements, as you should be also. It is an amazing fact that this year, over 5,000 of our students were active in volunteering within our community, with almost 40% of our students engaged in student placement and career-enhancing activities. I cannot thank you enough for your commitment to your studies and your broader development as worthy citizens. As we're all too aware in recent months, whenever we turn on the news, look at our phone or open a newspaper, we are faced with a barrage of terrible news. There is no doubt that we do face unprecedented uncertainty, with immense change happening all around us, not least our relationship with Europe, social unrest and instability around the world, and right now, even within our own UK Parliament. It really would be so easy to be pessimistic. And then a day like today comes along and I see passionate, highly skilled and educated people such as you, full of ideas, ready and prepared to reshape our world. What is certain is that the world more than ever needs people like you. Seeing you graduate today is a tremendous feeling and a welcome reminder that our future is in good hands. Of course, that does not mean that your future journeys are going to be easy, but what is clear is that the demand for the kind of skills you have developed continues to grow. Your University of Portsmouth qualification has real value in the UK and on a global stage. It provides the edge that will be vital to tackle the many challenges that the world faces. In the last month, the university has been celebrating achieving a gold award in the government's first assessment of university teaching, the Teaching Excellence Framework. The University of Portsmouth is one of only 4 universities in the South East region to be rated gold, and nationally it sees us now ranked among the top 20% of higher education providers in the United Kingdom. This gold award confirms that we provide a distinctive student experience underpinned by outstanding support for students, which provides a foundation for a successful future. Today you are graduating from a university that is recognised as part of the modern global elite of universities. A university that is bold, not old. A university that is a catalyst for change and that has a strong sense of energy, flexibility and dynamism. A university committed to providing the very best experience, and an experience that leads our graduates to make a real contribution to society. Last year, 96.5% of our graduates were in work or further study within 6 months of graduation, which is an exceptional achievement in the current economic climate and should give you confidence as you plan your future. But remember, that in graduating today, you are part of a privileged minority that has had the advantages of a university education. And with that privilege comes responsibility. Please reflect on your obligations as graduates of our university. You are trustees of the skills and abilities you have developed. I urge you to use your talents to help enrich society and to make a difference for the benefit of others. Raise aspirations among all those that you encounter and set an example in behaviour and achievement that others will seek to emulate. You have lived in a diverse environment for the past 3 or 4 years. Take that appreciation of difference and culture and friendship with you in all that you do. And as you think about achieving your greatest ambitions, think about the exceptional team you have around you. You have had the support of the university community all through your time here. Our excellent staff have provided a supportive environment in which you have learnt, lived, and flourished. Your fellow students, no doubt, have lifted you through the tough times and celebrated with you in the good times and will remain long life friends. And of course, those closest to you have been your most important team. Parents, partners, children and friends have all helped by providing encouragement, a shoulder to cry on, a listening ear. But most of all, they have kept faith in you and willed you to succeed. I think it's therefore appropriate that you, our graduates, should stand up and with a warm round of applause and plenty of cheering, join me in thanking your family and friends who are here today. Please stand up and give everybody a round of applause and some cheers. Now, to be honest, that's a bit pathetic. I think you can do better than that, a proper cheer. I think you can do much better than that. Everyone in the square outside is listening to you. I want a proper cheer of thanks that your parents deserve. Come on, a big cheer. That's better. Thank you, that's a lot better. I think you can sit down now. I think that was a bit more appropriate. I think they were deserving of that. The university, of course, is part of your team, supporting you throughout your time here, and we'd like to remain part of your team in the future. We want you to be successful because your successes and achievements will reflect well upon the university, and of course, the success of the university reflects well on you. And your university is on the move, this year rising to 37th in the Guardian League table. And I am proud of us being a university in the top 100 global elite of modern universities under 50 years old, an amazing achievement. Today is just the beginning of a lifelong relationship with your university as members of an international community of Portsmouth graduates. Please make use of our excellent Alumni Association and keep in touch as you continue your journey through life. We want to know where you go to next, as you will be the future leaders, thinkers, creators and innovators. Be a force for positive change within a world that desperately needs your talents. And when you're successful, please come back to visit us and be part of our elite team supporting future generations of Portsmouth students. I urge you to live by the values of your university in all that you do. Be responsible, be open, and be ambitious, and never settle for second bests. I congratulate you on your awards and wish you every success for your future. Thank you. Now, of course, we're all looking forward to the main purpose of today, which, of course, is graduating our students. But quite often, we take the opportunity in a ceremony like this to recognise the excellent work of a particular individual. And so today, the university has resolved to confer the degree of Doctor of the University, honoris causa, upon Alan Priddy.
Chancellor, today we honour a local person who has made an important contribution in several fields: local business, charitable work and powerboating. Some people do a lot of things. Alan Priddy is one of those people. Alan was born in Portsmouth. He was sailing by the age of 8 and in charge of a motorised dinghy by 11. A few years later, Alan had become a mod as opposed to a rocker, and through the association with scooters, developed a passion for fixing them. This hobby turned into a small business when a friend, Pat Nelson, gave Alan access to a workshop in Fratton, and he started fixing bikes and then cars. At the time, he was acting as a labourer for 6 bricklayers, so focusing on something else must have seemed quite attractive. Alan worked hard on all aspects of bikes and cars until one day a customer advised him, do one thing properly. Alan heeded this advice and concentrated on gearboxes, building the specialist Express Gearbox Company, which employs 25 people in Portsmouth and has customers around the globe, including those in industry, the maritime sector, and motorsport. The rest, as they say, is history, and Alan has gone on to build a thriving local specialist business that is a big player on the international stage. He is also chairman of the Clean Fuel Limited, a group that seeks to revolutionise the marine and power generation sectors by providing low-cost, stable, emulsified diesel fuel that is more power efficient and less polluting. But this is a long way from the whole story. Alan's early passion for things maritime never faded. He was a big fan of Sir Alec Rose, following his adventures and becoming enthused by them. He was in the flotilla that welcomed Sir Alec home on the 4th of July 1968 after his 354-day single-handed circumnavigation of the planet on his boat Lively Lady. Rose became Alan's mentor, and his motto, if you believe you can, enthused Alan, whilst the answer to the question, what can go wrong, you can die, luckily failed to dampen Alan's enthusiasm. From 2006 to 2008, Alan circumnavigated the globe aboard the, by then, 60-year-old Lively Lady. He started and finished in Portsmouth. Alan had founded the charity Around and Around, aimed at giving disadvantaged young adults a chance for adventure aboard Lively Lady. Alan was accompanied on his circumnavigation by 38 youngsters who crewed different stages. In 2009, Lively Lady was leased by Portsmouth Council to Alan and Around for 25 years, so the charity can maintain and use her for training, and with graduates serving as mentors, they continue to give young people an experience they will benefit from, remember, while significantly improving their prospects. Amongst his early non-sailing challenges, Alan canoed and rowed around the Isle of Wight. He undertook his first challenge in a rigid-hulled inflatable boat, a rib, in 1990, when he set a record for a journey around Scotland in a 15-foot boat. Several record-breaking journeys followed around Britain, Ireland, and the Bay of Biscay. Alan was second in the 1993 Round Britain Rib Challenge, and then in 1997 he attempted the Atlantic Challenge in a 24-foot rib. The route went from Portsmouth in New Hampshire, USA, to our Portsmouth, stopping on the way in Nova Scotia, Newfoundland, Greenland, Iceland, and Northern Ireland. Luckily, Alan is fascinated by ice, because he was blocked by it and found himself in an open boat 500 miles from safety with 100 miles worth of fuel on board. He waited 5 days for an icebreaker, and 21 days after setting off, he finally made it to Portsmouth. Further rib challenges and records followed: London to Monaco in 99 hours and 19 minutes, the circumnavigation of Britain in 5 days, 6 hours and 5 minutes. In 2002, Alan, Clive Tully, Alan Carter and Steve Lloyd attempted to circumnavigate the globe in the custom-built rib, the Spirit of Cardiff, one of the largest ribs in the world at the time, with an overall length of 33 feet. But the voyage ran into difficulties and was prematurely concluded when one of the crew suffered heart problems 350 miles from Newfoundland. In 2003, Alan attempted to cross from St John's, Newfoundland to Cape Wrath in Scotland in less than 100 hours. The Spirit of Cardiff had been refurbished and become the Jolly Sailor, a somewhat ironic name as it turned out. A grueling voyage ensued, with the boat being battered by 50-knot winds. Despite this, Alan set the fastest transatlantic crossing by a rib. In 2004, Alan attempted to return the Jolly Sailor to Newfoundland to be used by charitable organisations, but the boat was hit by a large wave, sank, and the crew had to be rescued. You should now understand at least two things. Firstly, Alan is a man who has known disappointment, but persists in the face of it. A good lesson for life. There is a difference between endurance and the ability to endure. Secondly, you now know why an expert in sea survival rather than engineering is giving this oration. As of 2012, Alan had recorded 37 world records and 12 British national records. And now up to date. In 2015, Alan announced an attempt to break the powerboat circumnavigation of the globe. It's a record of 61 days. To do this, he has overseen the design and building of a purpose-built 2.9 million 80-foot powerboat. The project, named Team Britannia, involves over 100 people and has been Alan's passion for the last 5 years. Like all such cutting-edge projects, it has met with setbacks, but in typical fashion, Alan persists and looks set to go in early 2018 after a launch this November. The route will take the boat through the Suez and Panama Canals. It will cross the Tropic of Cancer and the equator with a start and finish in Gibraltar. Alan has announced plans to offer places on the project to the charity Blesma's Team Endeavour, a group of wounded service personnel who have formed a powerboat racing team. In summary, Chancellor, Alan runs a successful local engineering business. He is striving to produce cleaner, more efficient fuel. He is a British ocean racing legend with 37 world records to his name, and he has powerboated and sailed around the world in both directions. But if you ask Alan, he will tell you he is proudest of the work he does with the charities Around and Around and Team Endeavour. Coincidentally, endeavour is probably the word that best describes Alan. It is also a good word for today. I entitled my oration, "Local Boy Does Good." I hope I have demonstrated that this local boy has done a lot of good. Chancellor, I present Alan Priddy for the degree of Doctor of the University, honoris causa.
Well, Alan, you are an inspiration. It is with enormous pleasure that I declare, by the authority of the University, I admit you to the degree of Doctor of the University, honoris causa.
Wow, I didn't know I did all that, actually. As a person, my own personal motto is beyond the horizon. I'm quite happy and content with seeing what I can see, but I want to see what I can't see. I want to do things that have never been done before. I want to invent things that need inventing. And with that, Mike, thank you very, very much for those lovely, lovely words. The University of Portsmouth I've seen grow and grow and grow, and for my sins, the only test that I've ever passed in my life was my driving test. But that hasn't stopped me. My life's been a challenge, and I've challenged myself. I've challenged myself to push myself, and that is what the university is all about, and you guys today. You've pushed yourself to get your degrees, you've pushed yourself into a new future of where you're going to go for the rest of your life. And for that, I applaud you. Thank you very, very much, and well done. For me, I'm not going to stop. As Mike said, I'm proud of the organisations I've started. I'm very proud to be here today. In fact, I'm humbled to be here. I thought, when I received the letter, it was a joke. I belong to a group of adventurers who, when they're not on an adventure, wind people up. And I genuinely thought I was the recipient of the unknown adventurer's wind-up. And I wouldn't have been surprised if I'd actually sat there And then someone said it's only a joke, because that's the extent we take it to. But from me, my team, I thank you very, very much, because I am only one person and nobody without a team around me, as you guys have found out over the last 3 to 4 years. You've had an amazing team behind you. I wish you all the very, very, very best. Thank you very much.
Chancellor, as Academic Registrar, I confirm that those presented at this ceremony have successfully completed their studies and have satisfied all conditions and requirements of the University.
By the authority of the University, I confirm that all those who are duly qualified are hereby admitted to the awards for which they are presented.
Chancellor, I present to you the following successful candidates from the School of Health Science and Social Work. For the award of Certificate of Higher Education in Paramedic Practice, with distinction, Darren Best. Tracy Campbell. With distinction, Ted Crosby. Nicola Chalk. Claire Denny. Zoe Fletcher. Emma Frine. Jordan Gamblin. Michael Greenfield. Emma Hedges. Emily Rosa Humphrey. Joe MacDonald. Matthew Morton. With distinction, Penelope Peacock. Alex Pope. Lisa Powell. Tim Ray. Stuart Rogers. Victoria Dragon. For the Diploma of Higher Education in Operating Department Practice, Registered Operating Department Practitioner, with distinction, Laura Bacon. Natalie Bryden. With distinction, and with the Alison Prosser Memorial Award for Operating Department Clinical Practice, Joshua Bulliment. Sarah Bullock. Stephen Clark. Abigail Daventry. With distinction, Victoria Elvin. Richard Fielder. Jessie Glavin. Sam Hall. Emma Herndon. Tom Hulbert. David Hunt. Connor James. Shannon J. With distinction, Sophie Knight. Franco Moreno. Holly Neville. With distinction, Paul Nunn. Katie Rothery. Tim Short. Claire Stevens. Abigail Wheeler. For the Foundation Degree of Science in Paramedic Science, Nicole Bateman. With distinction, Naomi Bignell. Julia Blake. With distinction, Christian Bobrick. With distinction, Luke Bowman. Lewis Clark. Kathleen Collingwood. With the Foundation Degree in Paramedic Science Student Achievement Award, Nico Contessa. With distinction, Holly Craggs. With distinction, Siobhan Deely. With distinction, Aaron Delipiani. Steve Jewell. With distinction, Sarah Greenham. Jesse Jeff. Blair Johnson. Emma Lewis. Michelle Maybe. Thomas Mather. Joe O'Leary. Erica Ogier. William Pimenta. With distinction, Daniel Reeve. Bari Rob. With distinction, Jake Robinson. Robert Ryan. Holly Saliba. Laura Shepherd. With distinction, Katie Slater. Craig Turner. Nathan Webb. For the Foundation Degree of Science in Speech, Language and Communication Science, Maxine Jopper. Lindsay Johnson. Sophie Kelleher. Abigail Lacey. Anne McGovern. Jessica Murphy. With distinction, Poppy Node. Chloe Harvey Thomas. For Bachelor of Science in Diagnostic Radiography, Samira Abdi. With first class honours, Catherine Angelo Santo. Natalia Arnold. Amy Collins. With first class honours, Nina Darling. Margarita Darty. Ruth Farah. With first class honours, Chloe Gosling. Alexandra Gunter. Christopher Juripa. With first class honours, Erin Hashmi. Matthew Johnson. With first class honours, Eleanor Jones. Gemma Lewis. Catherine Makwara. With first class honours, Ashley Manning. Kudzi Mapfumo. Rebecca Morgan. Joan Jessica Munyena. Kira O'Brien. Benjamin Obeng Karikari. With first class honours, Sarah Peterson. Comfort Sarpong. With first class honours and with the Radiography Prize for Academic Achievement, Kelly Stevens. With first class honours, William Thomas. Arane Thure-Retman. Benjamin Walden. Sophie Wilson. The Bachelor of Science in Health Science, Dylan Moss. Claire Barbato. Danielle Dash. Ruth Groom. Susie Morris. Brian Parkinson. For Bachelor of Science in Human Communication Science, with first class honours, Lizzie Clark. Jodie Davies. Misha Doyle. April James. Kandaki Johnson. With first class honours, Elizabeth McIntyre. Penelope Pavlidis. With first class honours, Natalie Sherlock. With first class honours, Megan Smith. With first class honours, Ellie Tucker. Rebecca Whitaker. With first class honours, Kira White. With the Speech, Language and Communication Science Student Progress Award, Rakisha Williams. Gladys Vitelli. For Bachelor of Science in Human Physiology, with first class honours, Cameron Adams. Mustafa Kamara. With first class honours, Katie Correa Breen. With first class honours and with the Human Physiology Progress Award, James Clay. With first class honours, Dominador Di Castro. With first class honours, Mark English. With first class honours, James Everson. Sophie Hunter. With first-class honours, Thomas Lancaster. Adam McKenna. With first-class honours, Lorna O'Brien. With first-class honours, Alice Oliver. With first-class honours, Jade Pegram. With first-class honours, Emily Seaman. Hannah Williams. Lucy Wilson. Larry Adedeji. For Bachelor of Science in Social Studies, Laura Lacey. Sarah Parker. Adriana Sibierska. For Bachelor of Science in Social Work, Adesola Akindele. Danielle Adedeyoyin Arimo. Denisha Brown. Christine Bewire. Michelle Sharambira. Scylla Cummings. With first-class honours, Kate Dickens. With first-class honours, Rutendo Dittimar. Natasha Fairclough. Esther Frimpoma. With first-class honours, Lisa Giles. Taylor Green. With the John Horncastle Student Social Worker Award for Innovative Social Work Practice, Lucy Johnson. Mary Ann Johnson. Kaylee Madukaiwi. Kelly May. With first-class honours, Kerry McGorrigan. With first-class honours, Ellen Monk. Jade O'Brien. Daniela Peters. With first-class honours, Jeremiah Peterson. With first-class honours, Jordan Saville Smith Davison. Brodie Smith. Lauren Tarbin. With first-class honours, Sarah Templeton-Smith. With first-class honours, Elaine Thomas. With first-class honours, Claire Welsh. With first-class honours, Jennifer West. For Bachelor of Science in Therapeutic Radiography, okay. For Bachelor of Science in Therapeutic Radiography, Jodie Edmonds. Hannah Geary. Jay Keepanier. With first-class honours, Verity Long. Susan Kwanzaa. With first-class honours and with the Nicholas Swaysland Prize for Radiography Clinical Practice, Hannah Richardson. Amy Smith. With first-class honours, Sarah Springthorpe. Alice Williams. For the postgraduate certificate in systematic reviews in health, Anudza Pandey. For Master of Research in Science, School of Health Sciences and Social Work, with distinction, Claire Lyon. For Master of Science in Applied Social Studies, Christine Munday. For Master of Science in Social Work, Temetope Ayodolele. Antoinette Bell. Tendai Gouveia. With distinction, Sarah Horn. With the Jeff Lewis Student Social Worker Award for outstanding work that reflects service user and carer perspectives, Emma Joyce. Caroline Larkins. With distinction, April Lawrence. Deborah Thenyiwe Magarira. Hannah Roberts Bailey. Denise Rogers. Liam Rowlinson. With distinction, Matthew Scott Joint. Bernice Sepanu. Sandra Sarudzai Tafira. for Doctor of Philosophy for a programme of research in Making Sense of Life Narratives, the Perspectives of British Armed Forces Ex-Service Personnel, Kim Gordon. For a programme of research in Fish and Shellfish Allergy, a study of prevalence, clinical characteristics and health-related quality of life in adults, Harriet Moonsinghi. For a programme of research in Immigrant Arab Women, knowledge, beliefs and attitudes towards breast cancer and cancer awareness practice, Afra Al-Abadi. For a programme of research in availability and inequality in the distribution of health workers in the public health system in rural India, Adi Singh. This concludes the presentation of students from the School of Health Sciences and Social Work.
Chancellor, I present to you the following successful candidates from the Department of Sport and Exercise Science. For the award of Bachelor of Science in Exercise and Fitness Management, Michael Bucon. Scott Bird. Alexandra Can. With first-class honours and with the Cranley Award for the Best BSc Project Grade in Sport and Exercise Science, Mark Gray. Liam Jarrett. Millie Lower. With first-class honours, Lindsay Mower. Joshua Smith. Damon Tolley. Ben Walker. Maciek Zurowski. For Bachelor of Science in Sport and Exercise Science, David Adigan. Martin Ed. Adamola Akiodi. Tom Austin. Luca Avina. Daniel Bailey. Devonte Bailey. With first-class honours, Della Baker. Owen Badus. Saleh Ben Farid. Charles Beresford. Hannah Bishop. Charlotte Blackwell. Emmanuel Borges de Silva. Jack Bowen. Alistair Brown. Emma Bulmer. Kieran Berry. JJ Carlisle. Dawn Chester. Michael Clark. Ryan Cleveland. Rochelle Coggill. Stephen Cooper. Lewis Cowper. Hannah Dale. With first class honours, Alex Dalrymple. Matthew Dashper. George Davison. Jasmine Davidson. Cameron DeVitt. James Douglas. Adam Dudmish. Matthew Dwarnick. With first class honours, Ryan Edge. Joanne Fallon. With first class honours, Matthew Faramus. Liam Farrelly. Michael Adini Olusegun Fayoun. With first class honours, Jessica Finney. Chris Fisher. Ryan Gear. George Gillam. Ellen Gillespie. James Goski. Bella Harris. Kira Harris. Madeline Hart. With first class honours, Hannah Hersant. Andy Hillocks. Freddie Holly. With first class honours, Nicole Hooper. With first class honours, Lucy Hope. Luke Huggins. Jack Jessup. Carl Johnson. Mark Johnson. Samuel Jordan. James Kelly. Thomas King. Miles Lake. Jonathan Levine. Jack Longbottom. Sam Ludwig. Mark Lyle. Cairo Malcolm. Harry Markaitis. Anthony Mathiot. Andre Mitchell-Weir. Sean Mogul. Jack Morrison. Ryan Munnelly. Lizo Mavuni. Prince Nawayu. With first class honours, Sarah O'Leary. With first class honours, Joshua Old. With first class honours, Jack Orledge. With first class honours and with the contribution to community sport, Josh Asofa. With first class honours, Joshua Overton. Rubav Patel. Chantel Perry. With first class honours, Megan Pinner. With first class honours and with the Great South Run Company Award for Outstanding Academic Achievement, Harry Ramsey. Connor Raymond. Johnny Reardon. Joshua Royal. Bilal Sader. Antonio Sawaya. Marco Setinieri. Callum Sinnott. Alice South. Mark Spain. Joshua Stone. James Suddens. Joseph Sullivan. Joseph Salula. Alexander Taylor. Jack Thomas. Liam Thomas. Ben Tubby. Kaylin Villegas. Sam Webber. Peter Wells. Luke Wilday. Yasmin Wilkinson Lawrence. Rebecca Williams. Rabina Williams. With first class honours, Alex Yates. Adnan Abbas. Suleiman Drother. Daniel Dixon. Kwabena Frimpong. Sheriff Rufai. For Bachelor of Science in Sports Development, with first class honours and with the BH Live Active Award for the best project grade in sports development, Jack Banting. With first class honours, Hayley Chadwick. With first class honours, Evan Crockford. Cameron Donahoe. With first class honours, Danielle Rose Elio. Martin Fowler. With first class honours, Neil Hudson. With first class honours, Lee Markham. Bart Malevsky. Alex Mundy. With first class honours and the award for the most improved student, Charlotte Murphy. Margaret Nyabilla. Matthew Peachy. With first class honours and with the Will Houghton Memorial Award for outstanding contribution to the department, Aaron Puckrin. Delia Showers. With first class honours, Mason Summers. With first class honours, Holly Warmington. Jamal Welsh. For Bachelor of Science in Sports Management with Business Communication, Danilo Cadet. Kate Gritsanina. Fan Lau. Yi Yun Lee. David Mwen Da Mu Shiri. Lok Him Pang. Natalie Wong. For Master of Research in Science, with distinction, Neil Tomlinson. For Master of Science in Clinical Exercise Science, Francis Ankamar. Chris Atkins. Robert Daniels. Rachel Hayden. Kevin Kerwan. Jonathan Reigate. For Master of Science in Sport and Exercise Psychology, Gemma Blythe. Jack Collins. Shakiba Mogadam. With distinction and for the outstanding academic achievement for the highest MSc overall grade, Cameron Norsworthy. Duncan Ross. Andre Vassilou. Lawrence Warren West. James West. For Master of Science in Sports Management, Craig Alford. Rufus Devine. With distinction, Carly Helen Melton. Sam Tucker. For Master of Science in Sports Performance, Christos Koutsikos. With distinction and with the Frank Golden Award for the Best Postgraduate Project, Christopher Vine. With distinction, Jake Watson. For Doctor of Philosophy and a programme of research in physical and physiological aspects of submarine tower escape, Geoffrey Loveman. For a programme of research in an analysis of pluralised markets, identities and participant trait characteristics in mountain biking, Kieran McEwen. For a programme of research in effects of combined stresses on heat acclimation and temperature exercise, Rebecca Neal. This concludes the presentations of students from the Department of Sport and Exercise Science and today's ceremony.
Today is all about our students, and so I think it's appropriate that we now hear from one of our students. Chancellor, I present to you Josh Bulliman to respond on behalf of the graduates.
Chancellor, good morning, and thank you all for giving up your time to be here with us today. Every accomplishment starts with the decision to try. Not so long ago, we all made that decision, and here we stand today as graduates. I would like to open my speech with a verse from a poem written by John Dryden. Happy the man, and happy he alone, he who can call today his own. He who secure within can say, tomorrow do thy worst, for I have lived today. Portsmouth graduates, today is our day. It was once said that courage is the ability to let go of the familiar. I would also say that courage is sometimes the ability to say, at the end of the day, I will try again tomorrow. Despite what some people may think, I assure you that university is one of the greatest emotional roller coasters one can experience. Not only are we developing into our future selves, we are constantly having to overcome various challenges that some of us may never have come across in the past. At this point, I would like to say thank you on behalf of every student graduating here today. Thank you to the lecturers. You have been our inspiration. Thank you to the support staff. You have made the 3 a.m. library sessions all that more bearable. And most importantly, thank you to each and every single person here today, our friends and our families, who have supported us through the good and the bad. Without you, today may not have happened. As much as this is our graduation, it is also our chance to celebrate you and everything that you have done to support us. You should never underestimate the power of a cup of tea and a simple chat when it all seems a bit much. In the case of many of us here today, university has not just been about passing an exam. For some of us, university has prepared us to make decisions that have the potential to save lives. It has prepared us for those difficult conversations with the people most at risk, the ones that need us the most. It has prepared us to be the difference needed to change somebody's life. Although university has not only been about learning something new, it has also been about discovering ourselves. It has set us up to go on and fulfill our ambitions. It has allowed us to discover our roles within society and set the foundations for each of us to build upon and develop. Graduates, we are the future. Although we may not be superhuman and we may not have superpowers, we do have 3 things. We have our education, we have the opportunity to make a difference, and most importantly, we now have the honour of being part of the University of Portsmouth alumni. Today's graduation marks not only the end of one journey that has empowered us to become who we are today, also marks the start of our next chapter. For some of us, this could be further study, and for others, it could be the start of your next adventures. And for some, today could mark the start of a lifelong career in which every day we can be assured that we will touch somebody's life or somebody will touch ours. I will leave you with this. You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes. You can take yourselves any direction you choose. We're off to great places, and today is our day. Your mountains are waiting, so get on your way. Thank you, and congratulations.
Well, I am so thrilled to be here with you for this great day of celebration. Look at you, you did it. Come on, let's hear it for you. Fantastic. And I expect what you most want in this moment is a really long speech from a small woman dressed as a wizard. I imagine that's it. First of all, can I pay tribute to the mature students in the room who have made the fantastic decision to further their education. You know, many years ago, I met the wonderful novelist Storm Jameson, and she was well into her 80s, and she was preoccupied with taking her GCSE biology exam. When I asked her why, she said, "Because I haven't had time before." And I think that is the spirit. We should never be done with expanding our minds, and I salute you. Let's hear it for the mature students. Right, now to the brilliant young people. First of all, you are brilliant young people, and don't let anyone in the older generation tell you otherwise. I have every faith in you, and I can only apologize for the many messes my generation has been responsible for. Now, I'm supposed to pass on some wise thoughts. You know, they say that wisdom comes with age. I'm terribly worried in my case age has come entirely on its own, but I'll do my best. I'm not religious, but I do believe there are certain unforgivable sins, chief of which is being bored. Never be bored. There is always something you didn't know, something you haven't seen or heard, which might actually be quite interesting. So interesting you might end up hosting a show about things that are quite interesting. Take today. Today is July the 18th. It was on this day in 1992, so exactly 25 years ago today, that the very first photograph ever was published on the World Wide Web. It's hard to believe that there are actually people on this stage, and that includes me, who managed to get an education without the benefit of Wikipedia. Who knew that there were so many books? At first glance, if you have a look at this photograph, the very first photograph on the World Wide Web in 1992, it appears to be of a 1960s girl band, and you might dismiss them as a sort of silly show business folk, but never be too sure of yourself. This quartet of singers were in fact 4 women called Les Horribles Cernettes, and they were all employees at CERN, the European Nuclear Research Institute, who were actually just having a laugh. So use your education to make sure you don't jump to conclusions. Indeed, I have to say it is a good idea in life generally to allow all your answers to be questioned. Be passionate. Love with all your hearts, for life is nothing without passion. Be passionate about those you love, about what you do. Please, if you ever find you are bored rigid in a job, I beg you, leave. Find anything else to do. And don't stay with a partner just because you're scared to be alone. You deserve better. And here's the thing, being passionate, that means sometimes you have to fight for what you believe in. Sometimes it's a really good idea to get in a good old rage. I am passionate, for example, about equality for everyone. If we live in a world where newspapers can still be shocked that Doctor Who can survive without a penis, then there is work to be done. If you see a problem, don't wait for someone else to solve it. Roll up your sleeves and get on with it. And while you fight for what you believe in, I would urge all of you to allow room for doubt. Don't be so extreme in your views that you don't allow space for the thought of others. No one person or belief system is ever 100% right. And remember that the friendships you have forged in this time, they flourished here because you spent time together. So when you can, try and be in the moment. So what does that mean? Well, instead of tweeting and texting people who are not with you that you are having a wonderful time, try having a wonderful time with the people that you are actually with. Now, sometimes that may even be your parents, and now that you are officially grown up, you may be shocked to discover there is more to them than you thought. Parents, very quick note to you, there may also be more to your kids than you thought, and you will soon discover this. As I can tell you from experience, even children with degrees are unlikely to leave home, so good luck with that. Take the time to consider others. If you don't, then one day they may fail to consider you. You have fantastic tools now at your disposal. Use them for good. You will never be enriched by just trying to make money. You know, sometimes rough things happen. They happen to all of us, but you will get through them. And I think about Beethoven. I think his Ode to Joy is probably my favorite piece of music. It comes, of course, as I'm sure you know, from the Ninth Symphony. It is a work of genius. By the time that symphony was ready to be performed, Beethoven had gone deaf. So what an irony in life. He never heard it. Nevertheless, on the night of the premiere, he was seen running through the streets of Vienna shouting, "Grab life by the throat." Do that, for that is the best advice of all. You are part of a great human history. Learn from those who have gone before you and do enough that those who come after are grateful that you were here. Be proactive, be positive, and dear God, be passionate. I wish you every success. Go change the world. I know you can do it, and it certainly wants doing. Many, many congratulations. Thank you so much, all of you, for sharing this wonderful occasion. I formally declare this congregation closed. Please be upstanding.